Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hello, mic check 1. Mic check 1 1 2 1 2.
Hello, folks, and thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast, brought to you by Ben Bum. I'm Jerry Reddick, along with Lance Lutcher here, and it's hard to believe already, week 11 of the high school football season here in the 4A and under classifications.
Yeah, it's over with after this week.
We've got a good matchup tonight. Paul Pewitt travel to take on the Redwater Dragons. Paul Pewitt coming in with a 5-3 overall record, while Redwater comes in with 1 win and 8 losses.
Yeah, Joe, just one of them get healthy games for the Bulls going into the playoffs right here.
Yeah, we had talked about that before the game some. That was kind of the discussion we had all week was, you know, is it rest or rhythm as you're getting ready to have a playoff run here?
Right. And I can see it both ways. Going both ways.
Right. We're both excited that we've got some pieces back tonight, some key starters for us that we were missing last week. You're excited for that? Playing their last district game tonight.
Right.
You're excited to see all that back. At the same time, you know, you're facing many wins on the year, so
right.
You expect to, you know, have a lead at some point tonight.
Right.
Be interesting to see how much playing time some of these guys get. Nonetheless, though, exciting Friday night.
Hey, it's beautiful. Where else would you rather be, baby?
Nowhere else watching Paul Pewitt football on Friday night.
Yes, sir. The Red won the toss and elected to receive.
Dalton Whistling returns from missing last week's action, so we've got our kicker back. Looks to tee it up. And a nice kick, fielded right about the 10-yard line. Redwater recovers it, receives it. He's going to take it up and be tackled eventually right about the 35-yard line.
Number 10, Noah Mayo, in on the stop for the Bulls.
And to start things off tonight, that Paul Pewitt defense is looking to see how they can defend this flex bone offense that Redwater's going to show.
Yeah. So for a big night from the minefield this week.
Yeah. Tanner Mines coming back off of last week. I expect him to have a big game.
Hey,
right, they've got him. He's a good-looking back. They've got they have a quarterback change here tonight. Looks like it's going to be a short screen over to the left side. It's going to be tackled for a loss. Now it's back to second 12.
Nice play by Worm. A good break on the ball.
So tonight, your defense for the Bulls will be 60, Kendra Webster, 77, Reese Kelly, Noah Mayo, Eric Morris, Tanner Mines and Colby Kelly fill out the inside line. Number 7, DeMarcus Johnson, Tavian Brown, Kadrian Johnson, and Amiri Johnson.
Johnson.
Just over 11 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Second and long for the Dragons. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to his fullback.
That's our ball.
Do we have a turnover?
Yes, that's our ball.
All right. And after the ball's on the going to take over right about the 31-yard line in Redwater territory.
Got to like that.
Good start to the ball game there. Now you got to look to capitalize. With that turnover, it's going to look real nice at the start of the second half.
Right. Yeah, you got your possession back now. I didn't see nothing, Jared. It was just like a bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back.
Right. There was some traffic there on the inside line. Looked like they might have been running a trap play, and I couldn't tell if the quarterback got it in his belly or not. So Pewitt takes over, 1st and 10. Hayden Green under center. He's going to put it on his fullback's gut, hand it off up the middle. DeAndre Hill's going to smash full close to a first down. We may have a penalty for an offside.
Yeah. Looks like we're probably declining. Take the second instead of the 1st and 5.
All right. Starters on offense tonight for the Brahmas will be 61, Jet Morris, Kendra Webster, DeMarcus Hill, Jody McGee, Reese Kelly, Tanner Mines, Hayden Green's at the quarterback spot, DeAndre Hill, Kadrian Johnson, Cody Kelly round out the backfield. Second and short here for the Bulls. Going to hand it off to the fullback again, right up the middle. We're going to get a good surge and drive. Hey, you think that offensive line being back intact makes a difference?
Mm-hmm.
3 set of downs. Perry looks to bring in the play. Be important for Pewitt to get off to a strong start tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Green takes the handoff. He's going to hand it off on the sweep around the right side to Kadrian. Makes a defender miss. He'll be tackled. There'll be a penalty on the play. This one may be a hold.
I don't know how. I guess shoving your man 25 yards when it calls a hold, I guess so, maybe. I was watching Mr. Kelly on that one. Must have got his hand outside the numbers or something there. I don't know.
Right.
But like I said, the Redwater players headed yonder ways about lane 3.
After the holding penalty, that's going to back us up to 1st and 20.
Not where we need to be.
Not where we need to be. We've talked about that. You know, folks that have been with us all season long talk about how important those penalties are on the offensive side. We'll see if they can overcome it. I bet they run Johnson again. And to compound things, looks like we're going to have on the far side of the offensive line. That's going to be 1st and 25.
Shouldn't be no nerves or nothing going on week 10 or week 11.
Yeah, you're looking to get some pieces back up there intact, but it's like you said, this you can't have those kind of penalties compound like that. You know, wouldn't surprise me to see if we see Johnson. Handed off to his fullback Hill again. He's going to drive forward there for a good gain. And from the look of things on this first drive, Pewitt is going to test that Redwater defense with the dive.
Yeah, DeAndre, you know, he's leading Northeast Texas in rushing.
Any of those, you know, Texarkana game day stats or any of the newspapers, like you say, leading Northeast Texas. That young man's had a fine season. Johnson's going to come in motion around the left side. He's going to keep it. Looking hot. Cuts up through one. And miss. Looks to get the edge. And he's going to be back originally a little bit more forward than where we started for this set of downs. And that's going to bring up about 3rd and 8. So here early in the ball game, we've got our field goal kicker back. So, of course, you got that in your back pocket. If you're staff in this offense here early on, you want to come out and you want to score a touchdown here.
Right.
Be interesting to see what the 3rd down call is.
I'd black 2 more times.
Yeah, that's a viable option. Or, you know, look to get Johnson around the side.
Yeah.
Or play action. See come side to Hill. He's going to be stacked up and eventually tackled.
Hey, that was pretty good defense right there by the middle of the Redwater defense.
Yeah, he met him in the hole there and made a good tackle. Looks like we may not have got a hat on every hat there, though.
No.
All right, so brings up the 4th down. Looks like we're going to hold off on the field goal for now. Offense is going to stay out there.
KJ that way?
Yeah. Edge.
That may be in.
It looked like they were going to get an offside, maybe on the penalty.
His hip. He was kind of.
Also illegal motion on the Brahmas.
It's going to be a penalty on the offense, backing us up.
I hope Hayden's okay on that. He kind of landed awkward.
Yeah. They showed some pressure there from the linebacker spot. It looks like they're trying to penetrate the gaps and stop us before we get going.
Right. Now 4th and 10, that changes things up a little bit now.
Yep. And now it looks like we're going to get a formation. That's right. Looks like we're going to go 4 wide here. Green looks to go under center. Kelly's the lone back in the backfield. Cadron down the seam. Green looks over to his right side, throws it to the back of the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete and be a turn on downs. You know, that's got to be a frustrating one right there, especially how you were driving them off the ball. You know, it just comes down to penalties right there, drive.
Right, got us behind the chains.
And it's like me and you talked about, you know, at this point in the season when you're gearing up for a playoff run, you gotta cut those self-inflicted ones out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, make somebody beat you. Don't beat yourself.
Yeah. Because just that one drive right there, that 4 penalties, that'll get you beat starting next week.
And then, like you talked about, we didn't get to steal the possession there, you know, as far as, like, you know, how we'll get in the second half.
Right.
Anyways, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Davis is going to be under center this drive for the Dragons. He's going to take the handoff, stick in the belly of his foot.
Kendrell Webster in on the stop.
Big Webster holding down that nose position.
He's a man there in the middle on that defense.
You got to be tough to play that nose position. You're drawing 2 most of the time.
Right.
Plus trying to, you know, get in and make a play on the ball, you know.
Yeah, Tanner Mines makes a lot of them tackles because Kendrell's gobbling up 2 blockers or 3 blockers up there.
Right, when you play that odd 3-4 defense with only 3 guys with their hands in the dirt, it's important that they occupy blockers.
Yeah.
All right, just over 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Redwater's going to hand it off with a sweep around the left side. Met with some resistance.
Number 5, Kelly leading the charge.
Yeah, it looked like Reese came in there late, tried to clean it up, or didn't try to, he did.
Tanner Mines getting up off the bottom of the pile.
I think that young man's happy to be back playing this Friday.
Ooh, what you talking about? Bet he didn't sleep much last night. I bet he was ready to go to school this morning.
The last district game for a senior like him.
Yes, sir.
I told you, I joked about it. I said it wouldn't surprise me if he had 20 tackles.
Yeah.
So bringing up 3rd and long right here. Some substitutions. You know they've got to be trying to dial something up here early in the ball game. Maybe some kind of reverse or counter action. And then, of course, when they've got he can throw it.
Oh, yeah. There he goes. Well,
Quarterback looking for the throwback screen around the left side, looking for a block. Bulls defense pursues him and is going to tackle him short of the sticks.
That was pretty well designed there.
That's going to bring up 4th down for the Dragons. Here in their territory, I expect them to punt.
You know, Jerry, this Dragon team's 1-8. You know, they led Dangerfield over 10-0 at halftime, and they played Dangerfield and they at halftime too.
Hey, that's a good Hooks game that they were leading in. So, yeah, maybe they just hadn't had a few things break their way. They could have, you know, had a few more wins under their belt. So, you got to take them serious here.
Oh yeah.
And these kids right here, you know, they know they don't have playoff. But this is the last.
Playing for a little pride over in that.
Right, you're not going to get to play till next fall.
Sometimes that may be the worst dog to have to fight.
Cadron Johnson back deep to receive the punt. Let's see if we can get a good return right here. Big Kendrell with the smackdown there on the return. Did you happen to see that?
No.
Oh my goodness. Lined up about line. Over the deep snapper, and when he took off to go run downfield, Kendrell just laid him down there in the grass. Yeah. May have been a good thing they didn't get a very good punt to be received, you know. Cadron might have caught it down there.
Right.
All right. So after that punt right there, Pewitt's going to take over inside Redwater territory. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. going to take the snap, hand it off to Tavian Brown around the left side. Brown's going to set up second.
That young man may be special for it's all said and done.
He's a good-looking sophomore. We talked about a handful of that sophomore class right there. Good-looking kids.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Under 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Green under center. He's going to send Johnson in motion, hand it off to him around the sweep. Looking for the edge. One man to beat. He's got it. He'll eventually be ran. Looks like he... The sticks.
Excuse me. He was quick enough to catch the corner.
Yeah, you know, in this offense right here, really, you know, the rule is not to run outside of the kick-out block. Now, sometimes you get some of those cats who can. He's one of them.
Right.
Like he got the edge right there and got some positive yardage.
Outran his kick-out block.
Yeah, well, they've done a pretty good job so far on their containing, you know, right. On the guard when he goes to kick out there.
Right.
Third and short right here.
Good thing.
Black up the middle.
Move him right ahead.
Over on their right side, and he'll have first down. So on this drive right here, the clock is rolling. Under 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Can this Pewitt offense look to put a score on the board? Need one of those big runs right here, you know?
Right. One of them chunk plays.
Right, 1st and 10. Green under center. He's going to ride his fullback on the left side. Looks for a block from Brown. Looks like he's going to hesitate. Looks to get the edge again. He's still up. And after that, Hill's going to have a first down. Did you see a big block there, Lance?
Yeah, Reese Kelly handed him out this evening.
And that's going to set up a new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Bulls.
Green was just bouncing around everywhere there, wasn't he? Backers, sideways.
Right. We seen him take that shot on the last, toughing it out. He's still in there.
Yeah, he landed. The guy landed his leg. It looked like his hip.
He might have took a helmet to the hip there. Might have a hip pointer. 1st and 10, Green under center. Johnson in motion around the right side. Picks up a block from Brown. Cuts upfield. Will be eventually tackled. Maybe still just short of the sticks here. So while you're deep in Redwater territory, you can still get a first down here. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Bulls are on the march.
This Bulls offense line just shoving folks around up there.
Yeah. Just give it to Black.
Right.
Hand off around the left side to Tavian Brown. Up into traffic, and he'll have the first down.
First down. Move him like that.
Keep them going. Execution down here. No penalties.
No penalties.
No penalties. Hold on the ball. Let that slot T take its toll. See some hands on hips over there on the Redwater side.
I was going to say, you beat me to it.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Green takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hill up the middle. Cuts, makes a man miss. He's going to finish it off. This is going to be a touchdown. Paul Pewitt. Nice effort there by DeAndre Hill.
DeAndre's hitting the hole awful hard tonight.
He's running good tonight.
Yeah.
And after that score, Pewitt's is up, and it's going to be good. Lead 7-0 over Redwater with 1 minute 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. after that second drive. We're 7-0. Much better feeling there to answer on that offensive series.
Yes, sir. It's been a rapid moving first quarter, boy.
Yes.
The penalties.
With these two offenses, that's how it's going to be. There's decent ball games being played while this one's over.
Be done by 9 o'clock.
Right, maybe halftime for some teams.
Yeah. Running it, baby.
That's it. See if we can't get good coverage on this kickoff. This one gets a good hold of it. It's going to take a bounce inside the 10-yard line, a good bounce, and be picked up at the 5. There's a penalty down. They have a block in the back. And that right there, depending on how the penalty is, they're going to back them up inside their own 20.
Oh.
All right. Defense here, you've got a pretty strong start. You got one turnover. You forced them to a punt last time.
There comes the flag.
Yeah. It's like you say, it's going to be at the end of the return, and he got pretty good yardage back almost up to the 30.
Yeah.
So.
That's not a foul.
I think they were getting went out of bounds, the spot right first. Yeah, so they're going to take over right about the 15-yard line, a little short. And see if Redwater can get any offensive momentum going here.
Got to get the chain set before we never play.
1st and 10. Just over a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. Pass, looks over his left side, chunks it deep down the seam. Amari Johnson's running with him and makes a good play on the ball, was able to get his head turned around, and then knocked it down with a deflection. That was good coverage by Amari Johnson there.
Nice play by Amari.
And you know, I mean, if you follow this football team a lot, you know, this team's been tested in the secondary. We're young in the secondary. So at this point, I think that's what you like to see is that growth like that. You know, Amari Johnson making a nice play, getting a nice pass breakup. You know, he showed off his speed to run with his man there the whole time, and then, like I said, had the awareness to be able to get back and find the ball. That's the hardest part, especially when you play a lot of man coverage. Sometimes it's tough to get your head around and make a play.
Get your eyes turned back around and find the quarterback.
Right, it's the hardest thing to do if you ask me.
Yeah.
Playing defensive back. Second and 10 for the Dragons. Davis under center. Going to hand it off to his fullback up the middle. He burst through the line of scrimmage. He's going to have a good run across the 30.
Worm saving touchdown, saving tackle.
Sure was.
I don't know if he'd outran us, but it was. Hey, he's running, son. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for instance, like you say, we watched some of them when they played Dangerfield. He was having positive runs against them. So.
Yeah, they just quit running into the second half.
Still over just a minute left to play here in the first quarter. Redwater looks to get some momentum going after that first down. Man in motion around the right side, though. Handed off to the dive left side. Fullback's going to do some tough running.
Balls on the ground.
And he's going to have a good run of close to 7 yards. It's going to set him up in second and manageable.
Look like the ball's on the ground.
Success on the dive. Might have to step up and make a tackle.
Hey, man. Every film I've watched them play, they've had success running the. Hey, that's Minefields area, too. Hey,
we'll see. Rest or rhythm.
Right. Yeah. It'll explode eventually, and we'll see how hard you hit that hole by the third quarter.
Right. You know, in Redwater here, we've played with DCAP and Redwater. They all three run the same style of offense.
Yeah.
Flex bone attack. Quarterback's going to play action fake off the fullback. Look over the right side. Got a man with some room. He'll be knocked out late by Kadrian Johnson. Good play by the senior. Knocked the ball out.
Yeah,
Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And with that incompletion, the clock stops. Just 14 and a half seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Well, that quarterback has, he's a good-looking kid, isn't he?
Real good-looking kid. We talked about him. We had seen him on film. He's the kind of kid that we talk about. That's a quarterback. He's 6'3". He can see everything when he's looking over the line of scrimmage. Good vision, good arm. Looks to be a baseball player.
Yeah, they say he throws pretty good fastball.
Right. All right, third down here for the Bulls now. On the left side and do some running and be eventually tackled. And by the look of the spot, it looks like they're going to have a first down.
Going to be close. Oh, that side judge over there is going to give it to him now.
I think he's going to have it. And while that, we may get a measurement here.
First down.
All right. So 1st and 10. Like I said, that kid right there is, he's got the kind of arm talent that you want and a good-looking kid who can throw the ball. But they do run him every day. So after the first quarter there, Pewitt's going to lead 7-0 over Redwater.
We're proud to welcome Naples Church of Christ as a sponsor of the Paul Pewitt Brandis tonight. The Naples Church of Christ is committed to Christ and committed to the community. On Tuesday nights, they have Celebrate Recovery for anyone who's dealing with hurts, hang-ups, or habits. Looking for a church to belong in or to visit? Check out the Naples Church of Christ. And they say, go Brandis.
And we're back here at the start of the second quarter. Redwater's driving on this drive. They're almost to midfield right here. They've had some success, picked up a couple of first downs.
Yep.
Let's see if this Pewitt defense can't respond and get a stop here. Davis is going to fake the dive up the middle, toss it around the right side. He's got some room. Makes a cut upfield. He'll be down eventually into Pewitt territory. Tackled right about the 37-yard line.
Bob Kelly coming from his defensive tackle. Go ahead. They're going tempo.
Here we go. We got some urgency right here. We get a man off. Davis hands it off to the middle, and he's going to be blown up there.
Joey Green. Yes, sir.
Who was in on that tackle? Was that Green or was that Tanner Mines? Was that the minefield blowing him
I
up?
thought it was Joey Green. I wasn't sure. It was 13, my bad.
Minefield in on that stop, blowing it up.
Yes.
That's how nickname right there. I said, Lance, every time you're looking around, he's just blowing stuff up. It's like you're on the minefield. Left, right, doesn't matter. He's just blowing stuff up. All right, so 2nd and long. Redwater showing some urgency. Looks quick again. Quarterback fakes the sweep, looks around the left side, throws in the flat, and it's going to fall and be incomplete. 3rd and long.
Yeah, they were racing and fighting against the play clock on that.
Yeah. We talked about that. We had talked a little bit about that, talking about like individual matchups, the 30 versus our linebacker core. It'd be interesting to see how much tough running he does after that one.
Right. Like I said a while ago. Is he going to hit that hole that hard in the 3rd quarter?
Right. He's going to be looking for 13 after that one.
Right.
3rd and long. Got to be watching for the pass, of course. Quarterback pumps out to the right side, throws the streak down the right side. It's going to be eventually caught. They're going to give him the completion.
Hey, that's pretty good coverage, too.
Right. If you're Johnson out there, you're doing about the best you can do right there.
Yep.
Young man went up and made a nice catch.
Sure did.
High pointed the ball, and brought it down. Stayed in. Right here, not going so well for the Pewitt defense. Redwater is in your red zone.
Need to get our back up right here, Jay.
Where's the ball right here? Are we 1st and goal?
That's
All right.
10, yeah.
All right. Got to watch that sweep that they had, that pitch. Back.
Yeah, coming this way.
Bunch formation, you got to watch it coming this way. There it is right there. Going to be a sweep out to the left side. Myrie Johnson comes up on the tackle.
Out of way.
Him and Morris will eventually tackle short. Good stop there by that Bulls defense.
Number 11, Amari, hold him up and let Eric Morris come in and clean him up.
Right. That's all you got to do, like you say, that corner. Your job is to contain. Don't let him stay outside of you, and wait till the cavalry comes.
Yeah, hold him up, wait for you. Hey, it's pretty exciting over here sitting there amongst all the Bulls fans and that. Like, you know, Dangerfield does not was over there, but we was in the far corner. We're kind of in the middle here tonight.
That's right. Good visiting crowd for the Bulls tonight. Plenty to get excited about. All right, so second and goal to go. Man in motion. Quarterback's going to hand it off inside to the fullback, and he'll be swallowed up by big Kendrell and Reese.
Yeah, the two Kelly brothers in there.
Yeah, linebackers coming in late.
Let me get back to what I said a while ago in that last play where they got the first down on a long run. 77, Reese Kelly's playing this defensive tackle on this side. He blows to his line as the ball is pitched running away from him. And the young man runs it all the way down, 20 yards down the field, and makes a tackle from behind.
Right. That's more than half the battle on defense is the pursuit.
Right.
You know, that relentless pursuit to never give up.
Right. Shows what kind of player he is.
Right. Third and goal. I expect a pass. Davis sprints out over on the right side. Got a man in the end zone. Caught.
Number 2, Alvin Robertson.
That's been the story for this Redwater football team, right? Good contested first halves.
Yep. How far, Jimmy?
That was a nice throw and catch there, executed. Big Davis kid at quarterback rolled it out right. Receiver ran a good out route there, got outside position.
What's that quarterback's name?
Davis. Looks like Redwater's going to line up to go for two here. You think they've got their eyes set on winning tonight or just playing? So watch it. There's a dive up the middle, and he'll be blown up by Kobe Kelly, and they're going to mark him no good. So after the failed two-point attempt, Pewitt's going to lead 7-6 over Redwater with 9 minutes, 17 seconds left to go here in the first half.
We're excited to welcome the Deans as a proud this year with BBP Media. For the cutest clothes in Omaha and Naples, make sure you check out Melba Deans in Omaha. See the wonderful people down there. Melba Deans, downtown Omaha.
So after that score by Redwater and the failed two-point attempt, Pewitt leads 7-6. Just over 9 left to go here in the first half.
Better watch that kick.
Looks like we're lined up for it. Looks like we've got everybody huddled in, you know, from the 35 in. Redwater looks to tee it up. It's going to be an onside attempt. It's going to be recovered by Dalton Bickering. He's going to take it into Redwater territory.
He can't return that.
I think they might call it that it didn't go 10 yards, right? He can't return it? Or
No, once you feel it like that, you can't run with it.
Yeah, well, we've got a penalty down for whatever reason.
That's got to be offsides on
Offsides, or like you say, yeah, offsides it's got to be.
where it's throwed at. That's the only thing it can be.
Right, so while we wait for the penalty right here, we'll bring up some district scores. Hooks leads 20-10 over Prairie Land in the second quarter. Chisholm leads 7-6 over Dangerfield at the end of the first quarter.
Let's go Mustangs.
And of course, we're here 7-6 over Redwater.
Yeah. The Bulls sure could use a Chisholm Mustang win tonight. That'd give the Bulls a district championship if we can handle our business down here in Redwater.
We hadn't talked about that much. The coming into tonight, we figured the district was pretty much, just about locked in. Anything can happen, of course, but the way things looked, we were to finish third, of course. Us, Hooks, and Dangerfield. All teams had one loss, and of course, the points breakdown right now, we're locked in at third, and that's the only way we can move is if Hooks or Dangerfield loses tonight.
Right. We're going to talk the whole district standings, and Whitehead still ain't figured it out.
That's what I didn't. What could it be? Offside, right?
That's all it could be.
We recovered it, so it doesn't matter if it didn't go far enough, right?
Right. I know you can't. They voted dead as soon as he come. Oh yeah, it would have.
That one.
They're gonna wave the flag off and just get.
Right. Okay, I'll just hold my tongue on that one. All that for that.
Anyway,
here we go. Just over 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. Pewitt takes over in Redwater territory. This is our third possession of the night.
yeah. Hey, Jerry Redwater put together a 11-play, 86-yard drive on this last drive.
They mixed it up, good running pass wise. Right. We had them in some third and longs even at times. The touchdown pass was third down.
Yeah.
And you had talked about it. We followed this Bull team so closely this year, and we had talked about that's what I said. I said, they got the kind of quarterback right there. He could throw, a couple of touchdowns on you if you're not on your P's and Q's.
Like you said, he's a big kid. He stands up. He can see over everything.
He's got the arm talent.
Right.
Could make just about every throw you want at this level.
I still can't figure out what we're discussing.
Hopefully they'll get it figured out. All right. Well, what do you think the plan is here as you look to attack this Redwater defense? Mostly you just want to, I think, stay on time with what we do and not have any of those penalties.
Right.
That's what I would take away from it. Hill's the deep back in the backfield. Green's going to hand it off to him right up the middle. Good surge.
I know a young man that's ready to come back and play football.
Is that young Jet Morris?
Yeah, him and Mr. Williams shoved. Yes, sir.
We got Big David Williams back in the lineup now?
Yes, sir.
So now the offensive line is intact.
It was supposed to be all year.
That's what it's supposed to look like right there, too. You get those big fellas lined up there in the dive. Hey, the dive looks pretty good after that.
Right, 8 yards.
Yeah. You get 600 pounds of Bramble beef up there.
Yes.
And Hill's hitting it good tonight.
Yeah, sure is.
All right, so 2nd and 3. Under 9 minutes left to go in the half. Johnson's going to take the handoff around the right side. Cuts up the middle. Looks to drive forward. It's going to be enough for a...
Yeah, JB, that moves Reese back over to your pulling guard.
Right.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff we talked about. We talked about, when he's pulling on the backside, it's different because he's the seal block now.
Right.
So he gets a chance to put a hat on a linebacker or a safety, and you got to feel sorry for whoever that is. The only thing I would say, we got to do a little bit on the edge there on the sweep tonight. We haven't been able to, really get much push on there.
Right. That shows you how much Cajun followed him to the inside,
Right. So you keep on one of these, and he's going to have a big one.
Yeah, about 70.
Yeah. Talked about this team right here. Redwater's had some good contests, and it's been a shaky year for everything that's going on. But it's important right here that you don't take the foot off the gas. You got to get up on a team like this. Don't give them any belief.
Just like the Prairie Land bunch last week. The longer they stay in the game, the more they believe, the better chance they're going to have.
Right. At the halftime of last game, you're only leading 8-0, and like you say, you look up and you say, hey, we got a chance in this one.
Right.
But nonetheless, 1st and 10, ball spotted right about the 20-yard line. Green goes under center. He's going to take it off, hand it off on an inside trap play to Hill. Cuts it back up the middle of the field.
Yeah, 61 Morris is moving good tonight, too.
A lot of success up the middle's got a lot to do with him.
Yes, sir. Like you was talking about, that's not easy. Mr. Wilson doing such a great job last week filling in.
So we've got second and short. Minutes left. This Pewitt offense is on the march again. Can they answer with another score? Looks like we've got a little position swapping here. We've got Black over there at the tailback spot, Cadrian here at the fullback spot. Green's going to take the center, take the snap, hand it off to Cadrian up the middle, make a cut, dive for the end zone. He may be just short of it. Cadrian there at the fullback spot.
Yes, sir.
Little ring there.
But, of course, you know, the way Williams is moving.
Now here we go, back on the ball again. Again, right up the middle. Hands it off to Cadrian right there, looking for room around the right side. He's going to walk in the end zone for a touchdown. Paul Pewitt. And with under 7 minutes left to go here in the first half, Pewitt's going to take a 13-6 here over Redwater.
Good answer by those Bulls offense.
That's what you needed right there. We talked about it. No penalties on that one, right?
Nope.
Execution.
How far, Jimmy?
Attempt. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it's good. And that's going to make your Pewitt lead 14-6 over Redwater. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. Answer there by the Pewitt offense, of course. Looking to extend the lead. Let that offense take its toll. More updated district scores. Hooks is up 30 second quarter over Prairie. Chisholm. And of course, we lead here tonight 14-6.
That Dangerfield bunch is going to be hard for Chisholm to hold them down.
Yeah, the question for Chisholm there is how many points they can score.
Right.
Looks like Hooks is well in hand with Prairie Land.
Never had a doubt on that one.
Hooks, good strike ability. All right, Visser tees up the kick. It's going to take a bounce at the 20-yard line. Redwater's going to finally recover it. Some room up the middle. Eventually be tackled. About the 27-yard line or so.
Number 51, Isaac Hodges, in on the stop for the Bulls.
Good hustle. See what this Bulls defense can do here on this series. 45, Aiden Weaver checking back into the ball game.
Was it spotted at the 29? Yeah.
The way Redwater's called it tonight, too, you don't expect them to, lack any aggressiveness.
No.
Might come out and see some more passing here. They've got twins receivers up to the right side. Quarterback pumps the screen. Pressure in his face. Steps up in the pocket to avoid it. Throws it over the middle of the field. And he's got a receiver that's got a completion. Running down the sideline, it'll be eventually pushed out of bounds. You just missed him with the pressure there.
Not a lineman down after all that. You'd think maybe. Yes,
good job there by Davis keeping it alive. What could have been a negative into a positive.
The Bulls had pretty good coverage for about the first 5 seconds of it.
Right, that's what I say. He just barely escaped the pressure. That was the turning point on that play there.
Yeah.
Once he stepped up, he had field to see. Found his man open. First and 10 here for the Dragons. Ball inside Pewitt territory now. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Martinez.
He squirts through there, didn't he?
It'll be tackled for a good gain, bringing up about 2nd and 5.
23, Tavian Brown coming back again.
Martinez there, he had it up. He's run hard.
Right.
After that carry, the clock's going to wind. Just over 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Yeah, it's interesting to see how half is calling the game. After that positive first down, I expect him to be aggressive here. Maybe another pass.
Right.
Back deep in the eye. He's going to hand it off to the fullback this time and be cleaned up by the interior of the Pewitt defense.
Number 5, Coach. 13 Mines cleaning him up.
It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Looks like we've got a sub on D.
Got 2 subs.
A couple of subs. Cross Holder checks in and Ben Latham checks into the ball game.
Not Cross Holder, Hayden Green.
Excuse me, Hayden Green.
Boogie. He's talking about Boogie.
Been a lot of number 2 quarterbacks come through. Just going to hand it off to the fullback. Martinez again, eventually be cut down.
Or tackling, we ain't stopping.
Yeah, anytime you got one of those linebackers come, you run the dive right at it, right?
At it. Pretty good coaching. This Redwater bunch showing a lot of fight over here, JB.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the season like this, even if a team, like you say, didn't have playoff, hopes, you still got seniors that are playing for their last, game.
Right.
Young players looking to make an impression on coaches.
Right. That's, yeah.
Under 5 minutes left to go in the half. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Quarterback pitches it around the left side. Turns up, looking for some room. He's going to be eventually tackled by Hayden Green.
Nice play by number 2, Hayden Green.
Tavian Brown in on the tackle also. Looks like Morris is going to check back into the ball game.
Hayden Green was blocked out of that play and then come in.
Good hustle, like you said. This Bulls defense has shown pretty good pursuit overall. Gave up a few plays here and there. Redwater bunch is rolling though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. OC over is in a rhythm.
Looks like we got 2nd and 8. Ball spotted on the left hash. Quarterback's going to roll, drop back, eventually roll to his right. Pressure in his face. And that ball is going to be a tad high and fall incomplete. Kadrian Johnson on the coverage.
Boy, he threw a rocket.
Tad high.
Just a bit high.
Big Kendra.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, we've been keeping stats best we can. This is going to bring up another 3rd down for this Redwater bunch. You haven't been able to get them off the field for the most part.
No, they punted. We stopped them one time.
We
fumbled and then punted.
Right, but I mean, like you say, to force a punt only one time.
Right. That back end of the defense sure is better than number 1 roaming around back there, though.
I tried to pay attention a bit. How was their field goal unit? Do you think that
He's a pretty good kicker.
Is he?
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to get a timeout on the Redwater side. And with just over 4 minutes left to go here in the half, Pewitt leads 14-6 over Redwater.
We're excited to welcome the First Baptist Church of Naples as a proud sponsor of the Paul Pewitt Brand this year. First Baptist Church of Naples will be hosting a night of worship tomorrow, 6:30 at First Baptist Church. That'll be tomorrow, 6:30, First Baptist Church in Naples, a night of worship. Thank you to the First Baptist Church for sponsoring Paul Pewitt football in 2020. And they say, go Brands.
Let's go, Brands!
After that timeout, we'll give you some quick updates. Hooks 34-10 over Prairieland. Dangerfield leads 19-7 over Chisholm. Of course, we lead 14-6 for Redwater. 3rd down. Quarterback drops straight back. We got to look for the screen on the other side. Chased by Aiden Weaver. Rolls back over here to his left side. He's going to eventually throw it out of bounds over here next to the Brahma Bulls.
Nice play by the quarterback. Hey, good coverage by the Bulls secondary.
Good coverage by the Bulls secondary. Pretty good job pursuing by the front seven.
Yeah. So what do you do here, JB? You're kind of in no man's land.
You know, they've been calling it. They've been pretty aggressive. I think they're looking for a win here. I don't think they're looking just to kick field goals, you know.
A little trickeration.
Probably reverse, maybe reverse pass, double pass. They had success if they were maybe a little bit shorter. They had the fake off the dive and the sweep. You know, that's been good to them. That was, you just showed that one. You can't go back to that right now.
No, we'd seen it before too on film. We was ready for it.
Right. Like you say, might see some kind of play action.
They're never gonna get it off.
Okay. And it's going to be a delay of game, or do they get a timeout?
No, he got the timeout.
It's going to be a second timeout of the half. So with under 4 minutes left here in the half, Pewitt leads 14-6 over Redwater. Course, after the timeout, back to the discussion we were having. What do you call here? Looks like we'll get to see here quickly.
Now they're kind of, like I said, some kind of tricks in it.
Yeah, like you say, you might see that sweep to one of these wing backs, and he might throw it maybe. Or this quarterback, when he comes off that dive, he can throw it down the seam.
Right. So like a
Kendrell on the chase. Flushes him out of the pocket. He's going to make a man miss. Ball's going to be sent to the air, be intercepted by Tanner Mines.
Yeah.
Woo! Intercepted, and he's going to return it past the 30-yard line. Is that going to be the Minefield's first interception on the season?
Yes, sir.
Last district game as a senior, you get your first interception.
Sir, you got to like that.
Good play right there.
Congratulations to that young man.
That's right, the Minefield. Hey, we got to give some props to Big Kendrell on the chase there. He was through there so fast, he had it blown up early.
That's what I was going to say. That was an all-out defensive effort. The defensive line got good pressure in. Defensive backs tipped the ball up in the air, and we played did the drill good.
That's right, tip drill. Big play by the Pewitt defense. And you know, normally on fourth down, what do you want to do? You want to knock in the dirt, right? But, you know, that one right there didn't turn out so bad. So 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Quarterback's going to hand it off to Kadrian up the middle. He'll be tripped up for about a gain of 3. So it's going to set up about 2nd and 8, just over 3 minutes here in the first. I think we're going to see any urgency here from this Bulls offense, depending on the next few plays.
Maybe get in and out of the huddle a little quicker, maybe.
I think you got to try to get another score on the board.
Oh, it'd be nice.
We've got all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, you get a score here, then get the ball, start second half. You could put them away.
You know, we talked about it. Could be time for play action right here. Hill's going to come in motion this time on the right side. Hand it off to Johnson back around the left side. He'll be stacked up for a decent gain. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4. So big 3rd down here. Perry looks to bring the play in. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Green takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Kobe Kelly around the left side. Turns upfield, pushes forward, spins back into the defense.
Move.
And he'll have enough for a first down.
Nice play call there.
Good run there by Kobe Kelly.
Yeah.
Hard running.
We do here, JB. We're gonna put an error here one of these times.
Yeah, you got to play action call in your pocket. They're playing safeties pretty deep there, so they're trying to take away your two ends on the outside. Johnson in motion around the right side. It's going to be a tap. Back in the middle, Kobe Kelly.
Nice run by Kobe.
He's going to have another good run.
Going tempo.
There we go, lining up on the ball. Might get Kelly back over there to that left side.
Yeah.
Green under center. He's going to put it in the belly of his fullback. Spins back into the defense. Does a bit of hard running. He'll have to be dragged down by multiple Redwater Dragons. And they're going to spot him inside the 25, right about the 23-yard line, and move those chains again. After that run, you've got a minute and a half. All three around the left side. Will eventually be spun down, and we've got a penalty late. We'll see how it goes right here. This could be something late. I don't think it was a face mask.
I never did see it throw. Just throwed over on the far side over there. Maybe a five, maybe?
Nah, I don't know. I thought it was later. I'm afraid it may be a hold or block in the back, maybe.
I never seen when it was throwed.
We'll see. So it changes things up depending on. But I told you, run for black.
Yeah.
You're sitting with 3 timeouts in your pocket. Choke this out. Don't leave them no. Get on the board.
Finish it off. It's
That's
against,
right.
if it's against us because White Hat's over there talking to their coach.
Is he picking it up and waving it off, or are we spotting it yet? No, okay, never mind. Perry looks to bring the play in.
Sideline warning over there on Redwater.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe too many players a little close into play.
Yeah. Got in the side judges way over on the sideline.
So the ball's on the left hash. Look for it to come back this way, maybe. That's what it's going to be. Sweep to Johnson around the right side. Block from Drill out in front. Looks to get the corner. He'll be eventually pushed out of bounds late into the down marker.
Hey, come on.
He's got enough for a first down. Looks like he gets up on his own power, get his jersey tucked in. I imagine he'll be ready to go here soon.
Hey, but if you're this Bull squad, you don't put up. Never mind.
There you go. Easy, easy there, right? You know how you answer, don't you? You put 6 on the board.
Yes,
That's
sir,
how you
you're
answer.
right. Good call.
Put 6 on the board. That's the best way to answer.
Yeah.
He's just short of the sticks. It's going to be 3rd and short. What do you do right here? You got all your timeouts. You run the dive, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess. Yes, sir.
So just over a minute here left to go in the first half. Pewitt is on the march again, looking to get their 3rd touchdown of the night. Amiri Johnson checks into the game. It's going to be a quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Move chain.
That's going to be a first down. Real good push right there again.
Yeah. Well, that offensive line, you got to be able to get one whenever you want it. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Just over a minute left to go here. Pewitt's going to take their first time out.
Like I said, Jay, right here, and then they get the ball, start the second half.
Right, right. We're 1st and goal right here. Like you say, you have all your timeouts, so you got to be,
Right.
you don't got to try to do nothing too aggressive right here. Probably right here early, you just give it to Black, right? Let him try to punch one of these in.
Right. Where's it at? About the 9, you say?
Yeah. So you're gonna need at least 3 for 3 yards,
Yeah. He's been averaging about 7 or 8 a carry, I'd figure, here this evening, though.
Right. Worst thing that can happen to you right here is a penalty or turnover.
Right. Keep the ball off the turf and flags in the pocket. Laundry in the pocket.
At this save it for a little later in the ball game, maybe.
Yeah, a little later on, next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Might not even need it tonight, depending on how the score works out.
Right.
We got Cadrian checking back into the ball game. You know what my favorite would be, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, wide pitch right.
Maybe if it can do it too.
Maybe, but I bet I'd get the dive first. Green under center. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hand it off to DeAndre Hill up the middle. Just drag the pair of defenders. He's going to go in for a touchdown.
It's almost untouched, JB.
We have the full offensive line in there for that one.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
After that, good way to finish it off, like we talked about the potential late hit that was over there. You know, that's how you answer right there. Put 6 on the board. That's it.
I hear you.
Don't give them any signs of.
Yes, sir. Good call.
It's going to be blocked and go out of the back of the end zone. So after the blocked extra point, Pewitt's going to lead 20-6 over Redwater. So after that Pewitt score on a 9-play, 68-yard drive.
Yeah, and just under a minute and a half on the clock, too.
A couple of good runs there by Black, of course.
Right.
Sweep to Cadrian around there. Kobe Kelly had a nice few runs.
Yeah.
Team effort there.
That big offensive line's road grading, folks.
Well, when we get them intact up there, man, I tell you, it's just sweet.
Yeah.
Some district scores. We've got Hooks over Prairieland, 48-17. Still first half. Dangerfield leaves 26-7 versus Chisholm. Still in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And of course, we lead 20-6 here.
Yeah, that Chisholm bunch, that's one of them outman type deals there.
Yeah. What we say sometimes you can't air hunting with a switch.
No,
right?
sir.
You know, out of the 6 teams that we're talking about, you know, Dangerfield was a team that played home out of us, them and Hooks.
Yeah.
All right, Viscering kicks it off. It's going to be fielded just in front of the 20-yard line by Martinez. Looks to get the sideline. It'll be eventually cut down. Is it Amiri Johnson on the tackle? Looks like we may have a Redwater player shaking up. We'll take a break. So after the break in the action and a penalty on the Pewitt coverage team, Redwater's going to be spotted the ball right about midfield. Under a minute left to go here in the first half. You know Redwater's going to look to score and get some points, being as how we get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
We'll see how this Pewitt defense lines up. Davis drops back to pass. Throws the curl. It's going to be a hook and lateral over there to the right side. Keep the clock rolling. Redwater's got one timeout left to see how they play it.
Number 11, Maury Johnson didn't bite on.
Now you got to have your head. You got to have your head right here because they probably had 2 plays called. You know they knew what they were going to get a big gain. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. Sidearm pass to the right side will be incomplete. Did you see that hand?
Yeah.
What do you call that in the baseball? Submarines at the submarine pitch?
Yes,
that's what that looks like. Wow. Tried to get a little Mahomes action there, did he? So after the incompletion, it's going to bring up 3rd down for Redwater. 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. We've seen the hook and lateral. You know they got to have something else cooking over there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice play by number 11 on that. He didn't bite on it at all.
Right. Kept good position and made the tackle. 3rd down, Davis under center. He's going to ride his fullback, throw it out quick to the screen on the right side.
Oh.
He'll eventually be cleaned up there by the minefield. Good pursuit by Tanner Mines on that one. And that's going to force Redwater to take their final timeout of the half. So just 23 seconds left to go in the first half. Pewitt leads 20-6 over Redwater. Good pursuit there by that young man.
Yes, sir.
Good few plays here by this Pewitt defense.
Yeah, they had the penalty got them across midfield to start the drive, and the Bulls stiffened up right there.
Real impressive, like you say, on that hook and lateral play. That's a play right there that if you're not paying attention,
right,
you know, can easily get outside of you. But
well, that's good defensive coaching them up this week in the film room. They've seen it on film and got them coached up on it.
Like you say, real good job by Myers. They're playing with his eyes, you know.
Right. Myers had a pretty good game on defense here this first half tonight.
Yeah. Started off early in the first series with the pass breakup.
Right. Quite a few open field tackles out there. It was just him one-on-one, you know.
Had the tackle on the kickoff just now here.
Them some tackles you got to make in space too, because he was beat after you get past more left.
Hey man, that's you got to give a kid a lot of effort. That I'm telling you, when you're 150-pound sophomore, it's tough. Those open field tackles are tough to make.
Yeah. You go if Redwater punts here, do you go for the block? Do you go for the return with KJ?
He just play it safe however we can at this point. How many timeouts do we have is interesting. 2 timeouts?
Yeah, we called one down there a while ago.
If you want to be real aggressive, you try to get the block, but you just don't want to give up anything at this point.
What's Redwater got to do?
They've been showing the pump and go, the fake screen and go on this. Looks like they've got a man coming on late, so they've got twins receivers left. Like I say, you always want to watch that double pass kind of action. I think we'll get some motion. They'll shift to the other side of the formation. Maybe some confusion or some strategy.
Trying to check out what
double pass. Look at that slot receiver right there. Oh, inside handoff on the reverse. He's going to be tackled down. Kobe Kelly on the tackle. That's going to be turnover on downs. Still here in the half. Now the question is, how do you play it if you're this Pewitt offense? Me and you watching it for so many years and watching, Reggie call all these games, I imagine he'll play it safe. But you still, as much success as we've had on the dive, you could give it to Black and see what happens, right?
Right. I don't feel like we need to take a knee right here. We need to run something.
You never reach for a touchdown or kick a field goal,
Right, kicker's got a good leg.
Yeah, I'm like you. You got to run something here to see if something busts. Now, by all means right here, though, you hang on to the ball. You don't throw the interception in the backfield, or the...
Yeah, you take your quarterback just to eat it right here.
Yeah, you don't throw the interception on the throwback screen. You don't do that, but...
We'll maybe finna show a little something here.
Maybe a little bit. We've got one receiver out to the right. Now Tavian Brown comes out late. Motions out Black out of the backfield to empty. Takes it up to Hill. And it's going to be incomplete, and I think they're going to have us early over there for illegal motion.
Yeah,
they're
going to have a pass interference, too, in the secondary.
Are they? We got another flag down?
Yeah.
It looks like, We'll see how it answers out because Black on his motion there, he kind of rounded out. He didn't come to a stop, didn't look like.
You know, it's a shame because we had two receivers in the same area there, but if Black wouldn't have jumped up and hit that, I think KJ may have caught it on the run.
Right, right.
Looks like it's going to be offsides against Redwater now.
Offsetting penalties. So, are they going to reset the clock after that? Or
No.
All right, so after that, 8 seconds left to go here in the first half. Now, after that one, do you still go with the aggressive approach? You know, you're all for being aggressive until, you know, a turnover gets, you know, took back for a touchdown.
Run the wraparound right here to Tavian.
Oh, good call. Green, under center. Linebacker blitz up the middle, and he's going to take the sack. And after that sack there, Pewitt's going to go into the half leading 20-6 over Redwater.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Redwater Independent School District proudly presents for your entertainment the award-winning Redwater Dragon Band. The Dragon Band is led on the field by sophomore drum major Mason Wyndham. Tonight, the band is performing the final run.
remember, he's the backpack guy, in case you need to know. I need a weapon.
I want to take this opportunity this evening to thank all of our sponsors who have stepped up in a major way to help provide for this production every Friday night during football season. I would go through and list them all, but there are many people that have donated and sponsored and come in and really chipped in and helped out. And so we here at BBP Media, this is Shane Sibley, me and the crew, we are so very grateful and thankful for everybody who has donated. You really don't know how much it means to us, so we just want to say a very big thank you for that, and you are the reason this is possible tonight and every night. So thank you to our donors, thank you to our sponsors.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it all. His own backpack got out there. Yes. What happened?
right.
As the play resumes after the first half, we're going to start this third quarter off. Pewitt will be receiving the kickoff. It's going to be another onside attempt from the Dragons. It's going to be recovered. They're going to spot us right about midfield. Pretty solid first half from these Bulls.
Not bad.
You know,
had the one drive that was full of the penalties, but other than that,
that's the one I think that frustrates me more than anything. You know, I told you the kind of quarterback they got. I figured he'd throw for a score or two.
Yeah.
Especially against our young secondary.
Hey, I bet they hadn't thrown the ball 15 times in the first half of any other game this year.
Did they throw 15 attempts?
15 attempts.
Interesting. Well, they may have seen the stats our secondary's been giving up.
Right.
Ball in midfield, 1st and 10. It's going to be an inside trap play to DeAndre Hill. Wrapped up from behind. I thought he was going to get out the gate on that one.
It was there.
Good starting field position here on this drive.
Yes, sir.
You talk about when you're finishing the team off. You talk about taking their will away and their belief right here. You gotta score and extend this lead right here.
Right.
Put this ball game away.
Right.
Have good execution while you've got all your starters back in here, preparing for the playoffs. See if we can't put a drive together. Green goes under center. Sticks in the belly of his fullback again. Hill cuts back, makes a man miss, and he'll dragging defenders inside the 30, right about the 35-yard line.
Whew, a little physical out there, baby. Nice hard run by Black, though.
Yep, we've called it before. Like you say, when you're having success on the dive play like that, it's going to make it a long night for that defense.
Right.
And of course, that slot T offense, we're going to run it till you stop it. New set of downs. Green under center. Late getting the ball out from under center. Looks for room around that left side. Eventually be ran out of bounds.
Pretty good game.
Yeah, looks like he bobbled the snap there a little bit, or wasn't as clean coming out.
Yeah, he mishandled it.
Still made something positive out of it.
Yeah, 9 yards.
So 2nd and short. Mayo brings the play in. Ball spotted right about the 26. Looks like we've got the first look at our KJ package tonight. Johnson goes under center. Green goes to the tailback spot. Catering's going to take the snap, look for room around the left side. Picks up a block from Hill. Another one from Kelly. Surges forward, and he's going to have first down.
Moving wide out. Hey, that was a nice cut block out there by Black. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It looked like some old school right there, didn't it?
First time we got a look at, Catering under center there. I wondered if we were going to see it here in the second half.
Looking for a little bit of that rhythm you're talking about.
Right, like you say, that was going to be, it's important. You need to execute here. Especially, depending on how the score finishes in this game, you may get some substitutions. So these starters, they need all the reps they can get.
Right.
Johnson sends Green in motion. Takes the snap. Looking for room around the right side. Looks to get the edge, and he'll be eventually ran out of bounds. We got a penalty late. Going to be on us.
Yeah, it was a hustle penalty, though. Or in my mind, it was. Be a block in the back.
So with a negative run, too, depending on where they spot you, this one could put you back, 2nd and 20, right?
Right. They may decline it. Take the play.
A couple of subs. Webster checks into the ball game. Brown comes in along with him. Mayo brings in the play. Hold it there. Easy there, Lance. This crew's had a little trouble spotting the ball tonight and getting it marked off, hadn't they?
Mm-hmm. You got the ball spotted, then you pick it up and throw it 27 yards across the field and spot it again.
I don't know. Maybe they want to get a new game ball in there, maybe. Maybe that one wasn't giving them the look they were looking for.
Yeah, but they didn't have to get us three yards on the spot.
So here we go. 1st and 20. Clock just over 9.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Green goes back under center. It's going to be a handoff to Brown around the left side.
Oh, nice play by the linebacker filling the hole.
He's going to be wrapped up from behind. Eventually slung down for a minimal gain.
Pretty good play by that linebacker. He filled the hole after Reese. Of course, that's the time I'd fill it too, is after Reese done went through it, but he come in behind Reese.
Yep. So just about 9 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Second and long right here. What do you go with on offense?
We could have put it in there here.
We got the play action pass. We hadn't. Well, I mean, we had pass attempts there to finish off the first half, of course.
Right.
But in our normal offense, might have that play action off the dive coming.
Bynes going to get interception and touchdown catch.
They're playing safeties deep. It's going to be another penalty.
That was your play, too.
Is he going to get ready to pitch it out wide?
Yes, sir. That's what he was finna do. Is that on us?
Got to be. They whistled it dead.
Sure it is. Wow.
I hate to go back to ringing that same bell, but it's the penalties that set you back.
You know.
Gotta stay ahead of the chains. These right here, they put you back. Every penalty just decreases your odds of picking up a first down.
Yes, sir. You know, they come in the snowballs too. They come in groups.
Yeah, they do seem to. You're right. That's a good point. Second and long. Green comes under center. Going to hand it off to the fullback Hill up the middle. He's going to be spun forward. Pick up a decent gain. Just under 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Wow, what was it? About second and 30 or something a while ago?
Yeah, they were backed up pretty good. What are you looking for on this one here? You want to get some positive yardage and try to kick a field goal maybe? Or
Yeah.
do you get aggressive and, like you say, dial up the play action? See if Cadron can't break one loose here. Third and long. Linebacker runs through the middle. They're going to hand it off to Hill up the middle. Spins forward. And he's got Red coming in behind him, cleaning up late. He's going to have a pretty good surge. Be short of the first down.
Wow.
So you run 3 plays right there and you pick up almost 20 yards and still no first down, right?
Right.
All right, so it looks like on this fourth down, 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Going to kick it.
Looks like we're going to have the field goal team come out. We had one blocked earlier. I didn't quite get a good look at it. Did we have some leakage come through on the front?
I didn't see it either. This is good right here, though, because the veteran kid can kick it well enough. He'll win you a football game if need be.
Yeah. We talk about, it's a little bit of a luxury to have a kid like him kicking. Snap is back, kick is up.
Good.
It looks like it's going to be right through the upright. Field goal attempt is good.
32 yards.
32-yard field goal attempt is good by Dalton Vissering. With just over 6.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Pewitt leads 23-6 over Redwater.
Hey, we had 12 guys on the field.
On the
On
field goal
that field goal,
attempt?
just see it.
Ooh, no laundry. Let's just keep that between us. I was going to say how it's a positive note. Even on a negative drive, you still finish on a positive note.
Right. And like I said, you got that field goal kick. You may need that.
Yeah, it's like you say, you get in a first or second round playoff game, you know, those 3 points come up big.
For sure.
Better blocking that time on the...
Yeah, Kendrell pancaked somebody on that touchdown. On the black run, on the long black run on the third down, he pancaked old boy.
Yeah, Red come in there late, pushing some old boy
Shoved
down.
the pile, didn't he?
So midway through the third quarter here, we'll see how our defense can respond. See what kind of adjustments they can make versus, you know, Redwater coming out having to pass the ball more than they wanted to.
Redwater had 133 yards, I believe, at halftime.
Vissering looks to tee it off. It's going to be a good kick, driven backfield right about the 10-yard line. We've got Hodges down there first, and he's going to be cleaned up there.
that the kicker?
That Jack Morris?
Yeah, Jack Morris.
Jack Morris in on the stop. Good hustle and tackle down there by the young man.
Sure was. Isaac Hyde just flew down the field, number 51 for the Bulls.
Made him cut back. And
made him cut back.
Morris come in, cleaned him up.
Yep.
So Redwater's going to take over 1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Back in motion on this side. Quarterback rides the fullback and runs around the left side. He'll be tackled after about a 3-yard gain. Big Kendrell checking back into the defense.
Number 4, Joy Green, in the stop for the Bulls.
Green's been in on a couple of plays tonight. He's getting his start at the defensive end spot.
Mm-hmm.
6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Quarterback takes it off, hands it off on the sweep around this side. Picks up a block, and he's going to have a first down yardage and have a good hard run there at the end and eventually be tackled by Cadrian. Good enough to pick up a first down. So once again, we see a little success from this Redwater offense.
Right. You know, and it really puts a hurt on their offense with number 30 being hurt, the fullback.
Right. Unfortunately, the young man had to go out of the ball game. He was having some pretty good carries for him. Quarterback hands it off to the fullback again this time. He's going to have another good gain, close to 10 yards.
Move him, White Hat.
Goes into Paul Pewitt territory. It's 33, McKeever on the carry, another sophomore.
They're pretty young too, huh?
They've got some juniors and sophomores on their roster there. I think I counted 16 or better juniors.
Yeah.
Looks like they've got just a handful of sophomores, so they may be trying to build something here.
You know, and that's one thing, you know, they are 1-8 or whatever, but that coach, he's been here a while, but you're trying to build on your program over here. This is one of them games that, if nothing else, you just keep playing hard to the end.
Right. Like you say, the only way you get better is playing.
Right.
Quarterback's going to keep it this time, shake off the man in the backfield. Run to the sideline and eventually be tackled
We're going to call a face mask
by Worm and Brown. Green looks like he had him there in the backfield, just couldn't hang on.
No, that quarterback's a good-sized young man.
Yeah, he sure is. Looks like he goes, what, about 6'2", 210?
Got holding on the offense.
All right.
Well, he threw it right at Davian, like he had a face mask or something on the tackle. They had the hardest time spotting the football.
Yeah, seems like it's took them an extra 30 seconds after penalties to get this thing lined up.
We'd already be in the fourth quarter.
All right, so it's going to back them up. 1st and long, under 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Back in motion around the right side. It's going to be play action. Quarterback looks for his man out there at the flats. It's going to be dropped, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, number 4, Joey Green gets pretty good pressure in right there from that defensive end spot using his quickness.
Yeah, he was in on that last play before that, and then good pursuit on that one.
You know, and it seems like the last 3 or 4 throws that quarterback's made, he's thrown him sidearm like that. Trying to get too fancy, trying to get too pretty out there maybe.
Right. Looked like they might have had something right there if the receiver could have come down with it.
Yeah.
Could have turned up and got positive yardage.
Yeah.
Maybe got him back to the first end of the sticks there.
Yeah.
But needless to say, after the incompletion, under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Davis takes the snap, drops back to pass. It's going to be whistled down. And that's got to be on them, right?
Yeah, false start.
That's going to back them up even further. So with the penalties here and the early stop you had on the first down there, it looks like your defense is going to be in good position right here to get a stop.
Right. I'm sure Redwater's in 4-down territory. I'm sure they'll go.
Right.
I mean, well, why not?
No doubt. It's just like you say, this is where you talk about executing on the defensive end right here. You know, let's get a stop, you know. You got them backed up 20 yards past the sticks, you know. Or excuse me, 10 yards past the sticks, so it's 2nd and 22.
Did force that turnover right here.
Yeah, turnover. They're putting the ball in the air quite a bit. Let's see if somebody can't get some pressure back there. He's going to pitch it, hand it off on the inside reverse play. And the eventually swallow it up. Big Kendrell there coming up with the stop. And a little shoving there late. We may have an unsportsmanlike on the end of that. Looks like the way this drive is going for Redwater, they may be having to punt it out of their own red zone here after it's all said and done.
Right.
They're going to call it on us?
I'm not sure what they're. I think they may be trying to figure out where to spot it.
Oh, no. They're going to call it against us.
Wow.
I thought we had a black jersey calling or shoving late.
It was.
Looked like, you know, they got stopped on the loss, and he wasn't very happy about it.
That's going to be an automatic first down, too, JB.
Oh, no. They haven't set the downs up here. Let's see here.
Should be if it was a personal foul.
The crew here, they're trying to get it worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's automatic first down.
Wow. That's very unfortunate for the defense.
We still ain't figured it out.
That's real unfortunate right there. Dadgummit. You know, you're backing them up. You're doing a good job defending them. They're shooting themselves in the foot, and then you have that.
Yeah, White Hat bails them out.
Oh, man. Well, you know, the best thing is you get a chance to do it again.
Right. Our defense could use the reps anyway.
Get fired up here now. Make a stop.
Yeah, Big Kendrell had him going, didn't he?
Yeah, he might make another play here. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Quarterback takes the snap, keeps it. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to be stopped short of the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 12.
Once again, number 4, Joey Green coming in from the defensive end spot.
And now, as you can hear, this Pewitt crowd's getting a little fired up after that penalty.
Yeah.
Showing a little excitement.
Yeah.
That's what I say, right? Ain't that what it's all about? You know, when adversity hits you, it's how you respond.
Right.
You know, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to it.
Right. Because everybody's going to have it.
Right. That's what the game of football teaches all these young men.
Yes, sir.
All right, so the clock winds down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Twins receivers right. Quarterback fakes to his fullback, pitches it out around the right side. He's going to look to cut it back and eventually be cut down.
Adrian.
He's going to be tackled right about the 36-yard line, bringing up 3rd down.
Well, that was a bunch of running for 3 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure was. Who was the outside linebacker? Mayo over there on the contain?
Yes, sir.
Good job making him cut back.
Yep.
That's one of the plays they probably had most success with tonight. That fake dive and pitch out.
Mm-hmm.
Third and long for the Bulls here. Quarterback takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw it deep around the left side. Had a receiver, but he just lost track of it. Anytime you're running downfield and you got to spin your head around, that's always a tough catch.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the toughest adjustments you can make is to find the ball. It's going to bring up 4th and long. I don't imagine they'll punt it.
No, why would you?
Might get that reverse action that they've been running.
Inside reverse.
Right.
Bulls defense has been coached up pretty good on them kind of plays, though.
We're going to have a substitution here. It looks like Black's going to come in and Pewitt's going to slide over to the corner spot. Man coverage by the Bramos. Quarterback takes the snap.
He's getting hailed.
Chase from behind. Throws it down the right side and it's through the hands of Cadrian. And, of course, on the 4th and long like that, you really don't want to catch the interception, so a good play there. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Joey Green was relentless trying to get after the quarterback, and they about took his jersey.
Yeah, I know. I heard you over there. I wanted to say something myself, but you were all over it.
Yeah, I get a little excited sometimes.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why we're here. That's why everybody's here tonight. Get fired up. So Pewitt's going to take over. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Hey, number 4, Joey Green may have done played himself into some playing time here this evening.
Looks like at this point in the ball game, Pewitt still got all their offensive starters. So Myrie Johnson checks into the ball game at tailback. He's going to hand it off up the middle.
Them big fellas are working up front, baby.
And Hill there, he's going to have a good gain, close to the first down, just short.
Well, that opens the playbook way open when you get into that thing right there, second and 1, or second inches.
Black's having some success tonight. You got any idea where he's at on the yardage point?
No.
We'll tally it up here in a little while.
Yeah. They're getting close to 100, though.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Second and short. Green's going to hand it off to Black again. On the left side, cuts back, running through defenders. Have a good gain. Be tackled right about the 33-yard line. Are we going to see some? I thought we may see some urgency, but looks like Perry's going to bring the play in here. Updated district scores: Hooks 61-17 over Prairie Land. Dangerfield 33-14 over Chisholm, and of course we lead here tonight 23-6 over Redwater. First and 10. Green under center, hands it off to the belly of his fullback. He's got some room. It will eventually be dropped down. It looks like that slot T offense is taking its toll on this drive.
I think that's about 3 or 4 first downs in a row that Black's got 9 yards on first down.
Right, yeah, 9 yards a clip right there. Hey, when it's working like that, well,
yeah,
it's going to be all right.
Only way you stop is to stop yourself.
Right. Speaking of that, let's not have any of those.
No. Yeah, it's going to be all right because it's going to be all right, JB.
Under 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Green hands it off the hill around the left side. Jumps inside the defender, makes him miss. Dragging the defender down close to the goal line. They're going to spot him just short.
Feed that young man.
And the play clock is going to be close, but it looks like we're going to have to run another play here before the quarter's over.
Wow.
So the clock's winding down. 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Pewitt is on the march, looking to score once again.
Will you just say bingo and run the same play?
I mean, it's been the remote control's been stuck here the last 4 or 5 when you might as well let it go.
Why would you run anything different?
Let this young man finish it off and get himself a touchdown.
There you go. Touchdown board.
Black up the middle. He's going to have a touchdown. Paul Pewitt.
Yes, sir. That was all the offensive line and DeAndre and Black on that drive, Jerry.
Yeah, that drive right there. After the touchdown, our score is going to be 29-6.
How far, Jimmy?
Snap is back, kick is up, and the extra point is good, and that's going to make our score Pewitt 30 over Redwater 6.
In about 2 seconds. It's like 10 seconds. 10 seconds. The way they're doing it is short enough good. About 5 times out.
That's the kind of answer we wanted right there. Looks like we're going to be wrapping up this third quarter right where we wanted to be.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I hear one of the fans talking about the O-line. I was just going to say something that, you know.
We got to give our hats off to them at this point right now.
I was just going to say, I know it is Redwater we're playing, but this may be the best job the offensive line has done all evening.
Well, and you know, a big point of that, right? This is probably the first extended action we've had them all together up until this point in a long time.
Right.
Distring tees up the kick. It's going to be a high pooch punt. Take a bounce and stay. Oh, looks like it had some trouble recovering it. It's going to eventually be knocked out of bounds.
Nice hustle by number 11, Amari Johnson. Kind of shook himself up on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he hustled down there on the tackle that he had earlier on the kickoff.
Yeah. That says a little something. They're kicking it over to his side and expecting him to make the play.
You know, I told you. I mean, you know, I don't know for sure. I'm not with these young men all the time, but I would bet $1 that he's probably the fastest, if not one of the fastest on the team.
Oh, yeah. Tell by his build.
Yeah, that young man, his gait, he just looks quick.
Yes.
All right, so we've got Perry checking into the secondary. Ty Perry, 1st and 10. Quarterback hands it off to his fullback up the middle. He's going to be swallowed up by Big Tanner Mines.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be the end of our third quarter. Pewitt leads 30-6 over Redwater. As we look to resume play here in the fourth quarter, Redwater's going to take over. Ball right at about the 32-yard line. And like we talked about, strong performance from the offensive line tonight. Got to get your hats off to them. Your bell cow back. What do we got him at? 18 for 154.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
The young man's had himself a ball game. He takes his leading rusher there.
Yes, sir. Adding to his stats this evening.
Looking to finish off district play here with the playoff loom just around the corner. Davis drops back around the left side. Looks to throw it over there on the sideline. It's going to be incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Well, JB, I was hoping they'd run the clock, but don't look like that's going to happen.
Well, that's like you say, that young man right there. I imagine he's a senior, you know. It's like you say, he's got something to play for. Last home game, last, football game. Might as well play. It's what we come here for.
Yes, sir.
Third and long here. Secondary's got to be ready to make a play.
Yeah, it's coming at him.
Back in motion around the right side. Play action off the dive. He's going to be flushed out from behind by Mayo. And the quarterback's eventually just going to heave it out of bounds to avoid the sack. And we've got a penalty late. Is that going to be a grounding?
Yes, sir. Mayo getting home on the pressure.
Yeah. Good relentless pursuit there by Mayo.
Yeah. Well, that's our ball. That was fourth. No, that was just third.
That was third down.
Oh, now we got to talk about it again.
Come on, man. Let's give them a break.
Man.
They're making sure they got it right.
It's the 10th week of the season, man.
This crew, they may be their first time working together. You know, you never know. It's 2020.
Should have practiced a little more.
I just don't understand why they're discussing so much. I don't know, right? You got the call. Hey, where was the spot? All right, this is where we're going. Walk it off. Needless to say, anyways, enough of that.
Yeah.
With the intentional grounding, like you say, it should be on intentional grounding, didn't it? Loss of down anyways?
Yes, it's loss of down.
So it should be 15 plus loss of down.
Yeah.
It's going to be fourth and, a long way either way.
25 or so. Bulls fans getting restless in the bleachers on these officials, kind of like me.
Yeah, I mean, with this one right here kind of, pretty much in the hand. Needless to say.
All that for 1 to 10-yard walk-off.
Oh, he's going to spot it again first. So what about the down marker here, too, Rob? It should be fourth down.
But why didn't they mark off the penalty?
Lance, I haven't had an answer for you on that yet. But I guess we'll know when we know.
Need my man Tracy Martin here, Pewitt man. He could tell me.
Okay, well, so
it is fourth down.
Okay, it is fourth down. Down marker, he needs to change it up. All right, fourth and long here. Need your secondary to make a play right here. I imagine we'll see some pressure here from this Bulls defense. Maybe somebody can get home. Maybe Morris on the backside. Quarterback drops back.
Oh, he's holding it.
Flush out of the pocket. Looks to throw back across the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted by Black. He's got a man with an angle. Oh, they're blowing it dead. What's going on?
They're saying that the quarterback ran out of bounds over there before he threw the ball.
Oh, amongst all the noise we had here on the sideline, we were fired up. I thought we'd had an interception. Looked like a young man was going to take it to the house.
Couldn't have a big six.
Looked like he was going to go to the house for his fourth touchdown.
Yeah. So,
if they're going to call him out of bounds, of course, Pewitt's going to take over here in Redwater territory.
Good job by the Bulls defense.
After that possession there, we're still 11 and a half minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, so
yeah,
a little bit of ball left to be played here.
Redwater throwing it every time and stopping the clock like that.
So it looks like we may have Ben Latham checking into the ball game.
Well, Black caught that in the dead sprint too, didn't he?
That's what they got me fired up. I just knew he was going to score on that if he was going to keep that going.
He was fitting to because the man that he was one-on-one down here with the man. I don't think that one man was going to bring him down.
So 1st and 10, ball spotted right about the 24-yard line. Bulls come to the line of scrimmage. 1 on the play clock. He's going to hand it off to Johnson around the right side. Looks for a block out in front. Weaving in between Dragon defenders, and it will eventually run out of bounds as he stares down the Dragon defense.
Laundry on the field.
We got a penalty.
Laundry on the field. Oh, Bulls.
And that's going to back us up. You got to count on the penalties tonight?
Yeah. That's 4 in the second half. I think that's 7 or 8 on the game.
Right, I was about to say we probably had 4 more in the first half. So,
yeah, we had 3 on that one drive in the first half.
Oh, my goodness. Got to clean some of these up. I hate to say it. Got to clean some of them up. Especially that right there. You have a positive run, right? You're marching, you're going. Here we go, we're on our way, and then backing us up again. But nonetheless, 1st and 20. Ball at the 33-yard line. Johnson in motion around the right side. It's going to be a trap back to Brown around this left side. Looks to break through, and he's going to be grabbed from behind. Eventually tackled right about the 30. $11 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Perry looks to bring in the play. See if we can't get another score. We got DeMarcus Johnson in at fullback.
Letting that senior get a few reps in at fullback.
It's going to be a sweep to Johnson around the right side. Picks up a block from Kelly around the end.
Oh.
Moves his way out of defenders, and he'll eventually be slung out of bounds right about the 20-yard line.
Little extracurriculars going on over there. Can't do nothing stupid here. You get ejected here, you're out for the first half of the next week's game.
Good point right there. You better have your head on right.
Yes, sir. As your senior, you got to get your senior. You got to get his head on straight here.
So we've got our first final score in district. Hooks comes away with the win versus Prairie Land, 61-24.
Well, they ran that clock the second half because they weren't even done at halftime.
Dangerfield leads 39-21 versus Chisholm.
Hey, Chisholm scored again.
They did, making a fight of it. Third and long. It's going to be a dive right up the hill, right up the middle. You're going to have a first down.
Yeah, move them wide out.
That is the way it's been going tonight, right? You just go back to that one.
Right.
And after that new set of downs, the White Hat's going to signal for the clock to run. Marcus Johnson looks to check back in at the fullback spot. Let's see if we can't get him a touchdown, right? That senior right there?
Right, yeah.
They've been playing hard all year. Nice for him to finish this one off, maybe get a touchdown.
Right.
Under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game here. It's going to be a dive right up on the left side to DeMarcus Johnson. He's going to be tackled down right about the 5-yard line.
Man, that man, Reese Kelly, he's a ball player, dude. You hear me? He's a ball player.
No, dude, is he making some room over there for Worm on that left side?
He is a ball player. That's all I like.
I like that running there by Worm.
Yeah.
I want to see him get in the end zone.
Me too. I think his teammates do too out there. You can tell in the huddle maybe.
And now a little more patience in the offensive huddle as the clock winds under 9 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Pewitt leads 30-6 over Redwater. Green under center. He's going to hand it off to Worm again on the left side. He swung down right about the 2-yard line or so.
Give it to him again.
Two more times. Perry looks to bring the play in. Like I say, a couple of substitutions. Johnson in motion. He's going to take the handoff, looking for room around the right side. Got Reese out in front throwing a block.
You see that? Boy.
And he is going to scamper in for a touchdown. And with just over 8 minutes left to go in the ball game, Pewitt's going to take a commanding 36-6 lead over Redwater.
How far, Jimmy?
Is that Cadrian's second touchdown of the night?
Yes, sir.
Snap is back, kick is up, and looks like this one's going to squeak in, and that's going to make our lead 37-6, Pewitt over Redwater. Left to go. Pewitt looks to put away this Redwater ball team. Victor's going to boot it. It's going to take a bounce inside the 20. Amiri's down there hustling. Makes a man stutter. It's going to be a fumble. And eventually recovered by Amiri Johnson.
Number 10, Noah Mayo with the big hit.
Noah Mayo with the fumble causing big hits. And Pewitt's going to take over inside Redwater territory. Was that a hit or what?
Yes, sir.
Hat right on the ball?
Yeah, hit hat right on the ball.
Textbook. Can't draw it up no better than that. Yes, when they draw tackling in the dictionary, that's what they put right there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I like best about that play? Well, of course, the hit by Mayo, but, Amiri ran down there and made him change direction and eventually come up with the recovery. It's pretty neat. He turned around and the ball was in the air right in front of him.
Right. If we do that much, a whole bunch, then Amari's going to get one of them on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He's going to run down there and get it.
Be full speed like Black would have been on that pick.
Right.
1st and 10. Green under center. He's going to take the snap and pull it out of his belly late, truck a defender to be tackled right about the 10-yard line.
That's a pretty good play by the quarterback.
I couldn't tell about the communication on that one. You think Green wanted it more than Worm on that one, or you think they had a little miscommunication?
I don't know.
Big Webster checks back in on the offensive line.
It was a good job by the quarterback though to pull it out because they had the dive stuff.
Yep, did a good bit of running there, like you say, afterwards.
Redwater Band playing a song for us.
2nd and 5, ball at the 11. Just over 7 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Green's going to hand it off to Worm up the middle and do some tough sledding and eventually be tackled inside the 5-yard line.
First down.
So with a new set of downs here, bodies on the ground there. Looks like we may have a Paul Pewitt player shaking up.
That's Big Jet Morris, the center. I hope he's good. He's the one we can't afford to lose.
Yeah, he's not putting much weight on it there, whatever it is. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Green's going to hand it off to Worm. Looking for the end zone. He's going to score. Touchdown, Paul Pewitt.
Attaboy, Worm.
Marcus Johnson on the carry. That's going to be his first touchdown of the season. That's what I like to see, that young man get rewarded for his hard running.
How far, Jimmy? Are we live? I guess the officials gathering both teams together down there. Must be some mouthing extracurriculars going on down there.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get both teams straightened out.
Yeah.
Let them know how it's going to be from this point forward. After the touchdown, Pewitt leads 43-6 over Redwater. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the ball game. This one's all but wrapped up. You just want to, get everybody out of here. And
right, get out of here
safely and everybody get on the bus.
Well, we didn't talk much about next week, but I think it may be safe to say now we can talk a little bit about it.
We sure can. And, of course, the way all the other district games have gone, looks like we are going to finish third.
B Harmony round one. They're tentatively set for Hallsville Friday night at 7:30.
That's the early word we've got.
We'll be the visitors.
So we'll do our best to keep everybody updated on that and look for that during the week. Snap is back. Kick is up. They're going to be wide left. No, it's going to be good. And after the extra point, Pewitt's going to lead 44-6 over Redwater.
Well, we got to get out here healthy, JB.
Yeah, I know it. We were looking down there on the side. That's right. It's not what you want to see.
Don't look like he's in much pain, though.
Of course, after that score, the Bulls take a commanding lead. See what Redwater does here, if they keep firing or they decide to run some clock.
I was just wondering if that coach come out and still throwing the ball or if he'll just go on and run the clock and get out of here.
Right. So the last two kickoffs we've had pretty good coverage. Let's see what else can happen here. This one's done a good job keeping that high kick in bounds.
Right.
Looks like it's going to be another one. Be fielded just short of the 20. Redwater takes the return, looking for room around the left side. They're going to pick up a block. And looks like a penalty may be late.
You know, and the referee just gathered them up. I'm telling you, we mess around and get somebody thrown out right here, JB, and they won't be missed the first half of next week.
You know, that's on our far side over there, so of course I can't see as well. I don't know if they're going to call it for late. I mean, I thought, you know, it was a good pursuit there to the end, I thought.
Yeah. I couldn't really see either. I could just tell by the where the flag was thrown what it's probably going to be. But you got to, like I said, you got to watch them personal fouls here.
Yeah, that's what you talk about. I mean, maybe here at this point, right? You know, they do it by quarter-wise too, right? I don't know how much you would miss. You'd miss probably almost the whole game.
It's the half. You'd have to miss the first half of next week's game.
Right. But nonetheless, we've got a few subs coming in on defense now. Looks like Tyrone Cobbins checks in, Perry checks in, Jack Morris. Get some of these younger kids playing here.
What's Redwater going to do? He broke the huddle with 12.
Another penalty right here. Man, this one here is going to get sloppy late.
Yeah.
You know. Who else do we got subbed in there along there? We got 90 subbed in there.
Come on.
Six minutes left to go in the ball game. First and long for the Dragons.
They was throwing on that play, JB.
Well, they're coming to the line. Looks like they're not going to give up any.
Oh, he's moving.
Fakes the sweep around the end. Looks to throw it. Off his hands. He's going to be intercepted by Tyrone Cobbins. Intercepted by the young man. He's going to return it into Redwater territory. And that's Tyrone Cobbins, the junior, on the defensive play.
Tyrone. Attaboy.
First interception on the season. Good play by that young man.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you're on the other side, right? What happens when you throw the ball? Two of them are bad, right?
Yes.
So under 6 minutes left to go here in the ball game. I'm sure we'll get some substitutions here on the Pewitt offensive side.
Yeah.
We got Jack Morris checking in, DeMarcus Johnson checking in, Aiden Weaver checking in.
Big 62 there on the offensive line. Gotta like that young man. He's got to be a freshman or a sophomore.
I think that's we may have a couple of freshmen in there that we pulled up from the JV squad. Green still at quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Worm up the middle. Cuts it back. He's got some brains behind him, and there's going to be a big pile of bodies there at the end.
Yes, sir. You think that physical play don't rub off on the younger players?
And that right there is that slot T, physical, smash mouth approach right there. Looks like this Pewitt coaching staff is looking to handle business and finish this one up. Second and short, 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Green still in at quarterback. He's going to hand it off to Worm up the middle. And, you know, we've got substitutions. Green is doing it at the quarterback, I think, for ball security reasons, just to keep this thing rolling. Right. And I think we're going to get a young DeMarcus Johnson there is going to get all he wants here to finish off this ball game.
Yeah, next 4 minutes worth, I imagine.
Yeah, it may not be another ball carrier besides him.
Right.
Perry looks to bring the play in.
You just don't want to take a knee or anything right here because you got to reward these young fellas for putting in the time in practice. You know, getting shoved around all week in practice.
Especially with you having no JV games, these youngsters got to play.
Right, they need their reps too.
Yeah, it's too early to take a knee. It's 4 minutes left to go here. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Jack Morris, who hurls through the line of scrimmage.
Better stay on them feet, young man.
He's going to have a good game. Excuse me, Joey Green looks like.
You better stay on them feet.
Green had a few nice carries earlier in the season.
Yep.
He's shown a little bit of burst.
I imagine he's fired up he's played a heck of a ball game on the defensive line there.
Yeah, he sure is. He got the defensive end start. flushed the quarterback out of the pocket that time.
Yeah.
Showed good pursuit on the ball.
For sure.
Vissering brings the play in. Under 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Going to hand it off to Worm up the middle, shakes the defender. Eventually wrapped up and slung down. We're going to have another penalty laid here.
Like you said a while ago, it's starting to get sloppy. We just need to get out of here.
Yeah, this is what you don't want to see.
Clock steadily running.
It's what you don't want to see, though.
No. Mess around and get somebody hurt out of the deal.
A few more substitutions. Looks like we've got Deontay Lloyd checking into the offensive line.
You know, Jerry, this Bulls team's in a pretty good position. They end up making a pretty good playoff run, you know. We got our offensive line back healthy, and, you know, you catch fire at the right time. You know how it is.
I think that's going to be the key is just, well, of course, after tonight here, we'll see how healthy we can be.
Right.
You know, you finally get your offensive line intact, and we'll see how the Morris boy, how he is next week. He's tough. I figure if he can give it a go, he will.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Joe Ray going to make sure he's out there, I would think.
1st and 10. Green under center. He's going to hand it off to Joey Green around the left side again, who lowers his shoulder. He'll be tackled right about the 10-yard line, and as the clock rolls, just about 3 minutes left to go in this ball game. Pewitt leads 44-6 over Redwater.
You know, you've seen it as well as I have. I've seen it in baseball too. That you get hot at the right time. You know.
Well, that could be the argument for last year. You know, I mean, I love the run that they made last year. You know, but you know, you could argue, you know, that second, you know, that quarterfinal game that you played against Dangerfield and the East Bernard semifinal game. You know, if a couple things don't break your way, you know, you don't go. So you never know what can happen.
Right. The ball's pointed on both ends, makes crazy bounces.
That's right. That's right. Green under center. Jack Morris in motion. Takes the handoff around the right side. Will eventually be slung down for a loss as the clock rolls.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about. It's all about being, you know, healthy and hot at the right time.
Right.
You get into any kind of tournament playoff scenario, you never know, especially when it's single elimination. You know,
all you're trying to do is make the tournament.
Right.
Make the tournament, then you're in.
Get hot at the right time. So the key is going to be, you know, how healthy and how good we can be.
And you know, just for a one-time game, this slot T is hard to prepare for if you hadn't seen it all year, or you know, in the last 5 years or whatnot.
Right. Looking forward to Harmony. They run kind of a similar attack, so it's going to be something they don't see. But at the same time, what I would say is we played Harmony maybe the last 2 or 3 years at least in the playoffs, and we've had their number.
Yeah, I know we put 55 on them last year, but I think they beat us the 2 years before that in the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, right. I may be right. I know we've matched up with them a lot, so it's not like they're going to be foreign to what we run.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to have to go down there and win a ball game. It looks like the clock's going to wind under 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go here in the ball game. 4th and long. We're going to bring out the field goal unit.
Yeah, it'll be a 32-yarder from here.
Count it up. You had 133 earlier. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's going to be wide left. No good.
Plenty of leg.
Had plenty of leg on it. Just hooked it just a tad left.
Yep.
Is that his first field goal miss of the season?
Yeah, probably so.
I know we've had a couple of extra points throughout the year not go our way, but I thought he'd been perfect on his field goals up until then.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good reps like there, like you talk about, a ball game like this.
Right.
Good reps.
Yeah, because you never know.
You don't get to practice the field goal in live game, you know, hardly often.
Right.
You know, when you're doing it at practice, you have minimal rush, you know.
Right.
It's good to get that live action.
Right.
A few more substitutions on the defense. These look like some pretty young ball players right here. Unfortunately, we may not have them on an updated roster.
What's this going to make it, JB? About 29 out of 31 years or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Bulls, the playoff.
Yeah, running of the Bulls.
Running of the Bulls, baby.
You know, I think, you know, I've been talking about it. We talked about it at halftime here. We got another penalty down, unfortunately. You know what, though? That's what I talked amongst, you know, people that I visit with, you know, at halftime, and all the people that have watched Brahma football for so long. That's what I take pride the most in. Like you say, you know, for, you know, close to 30 years, we've been in the playoffs every year.
Right.
You know, we may not have as many championships as some of the other programs,
Right.
but by golly, we compete.
Consistently.
That's right. You know, that's what I take a lot of pride in, being from here. Like you say, you know, you ask these other teams around the area, they know when you come to play Paul Pewitt, you're going to get a smash-mouth physical game, and you better come ready to play.
You bet, yeah. And like I said, you Bulls could make a pretty good run here in the next season, you know.
Depending on how things shake out, we'll see. We'll see.
I think we end up getting a pretty tough draw out of the deal, getting third out of the district.
Right. Not looking, you know, too far ahead. We handle business at Harmony, and then looks like you may draw Newton, which, you know, that'll be a tough one. But, hey, if you get past that, you can get past anybody.
Right.
You know,
and they showed last year they wasn't invincible as Dangerfield beat them last year, you know, round 3. So.
Right. Like you say, once you get in the tournament, you never know.
Yes, sir. You just got to make the tournament.
And that's going to be the most important message if this coaching staff, right, is, hey, next week, fellas, it's do or die. You know, if you lose, you're going home.
Yeah.
No more football. Who wants to keep playing football?
Right.
See who wants it.
Right.
It's going to be a handoff sweep around this right side. Got a blocker out in front. Looks to cut back, and he'll eventually be wrapped up by Pewitt defense.
Nice pursuit by this young Brandon. Bunch of subs in.
A lot of youngsters out there flying to the football.
Yes, sir.
Look like we've got probably a handful of freshmen. Ryder Gibson out there.
54 is a good-looking kid, too.
Sure is. 62.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have some numbers on some of these kids.
That's probably going to do it, folks.
Right. And that right there is looks like they're going to line up and run more.
Why not? Last play of somebody's career
They
right
probably
here.
got some of their subs in, too, some of their freshmen or so.
Yeah.
Going to hand it off on the dive up the middle, and it'll be swallowed up for a minimal gain. And the game clock's going to wind down, and this one's going to be over, folks. Pewitt comes away with a commanding win, 44-6 over Redwater. Well, I'm like you. I'm fired up. That's a good win. That's what we're looking and expected to see tonight. Moving forward, we hope all of you will join us next week as we look to travel to take on Harmony.
Good night. God bless, and go Bulls.